Hello everyone. Today I will be discussing on the challenges in using microfinance for sustainable development. Microfinance is widely recognized as a powerful tool for poverty reduction, women empowerment, and financial induction. It helps low-income households access credit, savings, and other financial services. However, while the microfinance contribute to development, its long-term sustainability is not automatic. There are structural, operational, and governance challenges that can limit its impact. In this presentation, I will explain the key challenges that prevents microfinance from fully achieving sustainable development. So, going to the next slide. Microfinance contributes to three major pillars of sustainability. First is the economic sustainability. By generating income and supporting low micro enterprises and creating assets for them. Then is the second one, social sustainability. By empowering women, strengthening group solidarity, and promoting financial induction. Then the third one is the environmental sustainability when financing support climate resilient or green livelihoods. Microfinance also align with the sustainable development goals such as poverty reduction and induction. However, despite these contributions, several challenges weaken its long-term sustainability. Let's now examine these challenges one by one in the next slide. The first major challenge is over-indebtedness. When borrower takes multiple loans from different MFIs or SHGs, repayment pressures increases significantly. Since most microfinances loan requires frequent repayment, weekly or fortnightly, borrowers may struggle to manage cash flows. This can shift microfinance from enabling livelihoods to creating debt stress. A dear example is the Andhra Pradesh microfinance crisis, where aggressive lending and weak borrowers protection led to serious repayment distress. For sustainable development, strong credit discipline, credit bureau checks, and responsible lending practices are essential. Now, next case. The second challenge is loan diversion and multi-utilization. Microfinance loans are ideally meant for productive purposes such as starting small businesses or purchasing assets. However, in reality, many borrowers use loan for consumption, ceremonies, or emergency health expenses. This happens especially when insurance or social safety nets are absent. When loans are not invested in a productive asset, income generation remains weak. As a result, repayment stress increases. To ensure sustainability, microfinance must be combined with financial literacy, livelihood support, and microfinance insurance so that credit remains productive rather than consumptive. The third challenge is the limited environmental focus. Microfinances often prioritize credit delivery over environmental outcomes. Very few institutions offer green financing products. Rural borrowers are highly vulnerable or climate risks, such as droughts or floods. Without climate resilient financing or insurance protection, their livelihoods and repayment capacity remains exposed. Thus, sustainability falters when environmental risks are ignored. Integration green microfinance, crop insurance, and climate resilient products is necessary for long-term sustainable development. For this, we will go to next slide. The fourth challenge is the conflict between the commercialization and social mission. As MFIs expand, they face pressure from investors to maintain profitability and growth. This can lead to mission drift, where the focus shifts from serving the poorest client to maximizing return. Aggressive growth targets may encourage overlending and weak borrowers assessment. Additionally, borrower may perceive interest rate as high creating reputational risks. Sustainable microfinance requires balancing financial sustainability with clients' welfare. Profitability should not come at the cost of borrowers' protection. The fifth challenge is low financial literacy and weak enterprise capacity. Many borrowers lack proper financial planning skills, budgeting ability, or business management knowledge. Even with the access to credit, poor planning reduces repayment capacity and long-term resilience. There is also a digital divide, especially in rural areas, which limit effective use of digital financial services. Addressing these gaps through training, market linkage, and enterprise development support is essential to translate loans into sustainable livelihoods. Another major challenge relates to regulation and governance is very important. Weak monitoring system can allow multiple lending and inadequate credit checks. There may also be regional concentration on microfinance, leaving some areas undeserved. Governance gap within SHGs and MFIs, along with weak enforcement of code of conducts, can affect borrowers' protection. Balanced and effective regulation is critical to ensure both institutional sustainability and client welfare is important. To conclude, microfinance has a strong potential to support sustainable development, but several challenges must be addressed. Priority action includes responsible lending and credit bureau integration to prevent over-indebtedness. Second, strengthening financial literacy and enterprise support to ensure productive loan utilization. Third is the promoting of green microfinance products and strong regulation to balance growth with social objective. Microfinance improve resilience and induction, but sustainability requires discipline, governance, and capacity building. Thank you.